Elijah says, I'm all alone, I'm all by myself. And God responds, and he doesn't say, you're crazy, or what are you talking about? He says, go. Go. God tells Elijah of the work that is ahead. He took care of Elijah. He encouraged him. He would tell him that he wasn't alone, and he would keep pointing Elijah back to his mission and his calling. God doesn't say, you know what, Elijah, you're right. It's been kind of rough on you. We're going to add some more PTO days into your schedule, and we're going to give you more personal time. So if you're just struggling, you can take a day off. No, he says, go. Go. You see, here's what most of us think. Most of us think that the reason we're struggling is we don't have enough balance in our lives. That if we just had more balance, if we could just balance more of our work life and our home life, if we could balance more of our extracurricular activities with the things that we're trying to do at church, if we could just balance it all, then we'd be happy. Friend, can I tell you something that's going to sound counterintuitive to you? Forget about balance. Forget about balance. The idea of balance became popular when we started filling our lives with so much stuff that it couldn't all fit. And we started trying to find a way that we could balance all of these things that we can't hold. How we can juggle all of these things that there is not enough time for, that there's not enough energy for. And when we say, I've got to balance, what we're saying is, I'm going to figure out a way to make all of this fit. I'm going to find a way to make all of this a part of my life. And you cannot do it. Forget balance and embrace your passion and your calling. God has called you to do something. He's called you to be something. He's called you to make a difference. Embrace that and let the other things fall to the wayside. God had Jezebel's number. God was going to take care of Jezebel. You ought to go and read about the way that she meets her demise. She was an awful, wicked woman, and God was going to take care of that. That wasn't Elijah's problem. God was going to handle that. And typically when we find ourselves worried and overcome and overwhelmed, it's because we're worrying about stuff that's not in our lane, that God hasn't called us to deal with or to mess with, that He's going to handle. Let Him handle that. We don't have to balance that. He's called us to do something. We need to focus on that.